It's our dope of the day, and today it is none other than the Swedish goblin Greta Thunberg, who posted a post on social media decrying the suffering of Palestinian prisoners. She said, "It's not a matter of opinion, it is a fact of systemic cruelty and dehumanization. Humanity cannot be selective. Justice cannot have borders." Except if you look at one of the images there on the right side of the post, who's that? Oh, an emaciated Palestinian prisoner, according to Greta Thunberg. That is actually an Israeli hostage who was released. The video of this was released in a Hamas propaganda video where he was forced to dig his own grave. So the only photo of adult starvation in Gaza, and the only one that the pro-Palestine side can actually go, here it is, all our claims of starvation, it's right here. It's actually an Israeli hostage. Think about that. Think about that. And now we thought she'd reached extreme levels of stupidity. This is just next level, but still no mention of the hostages, even though I thought justice shouldn't have borders, Greta.
I mean, if she'd spent more time working out her facts and not working on her Lord Farquaad head, she might have worked it out. I mean, I think it proves, doesn't it, that because she's so young, was set up as the activist, and on a particular issue, which of course was climate. And as she's gotten older and she's not a kid anymore, she needs something to do, and she's sort of stuck in that activist rut. That she's just latched onto what is the latest thing. At the time, it was climate change. Then she latched onto Palestine because it's the latest thing. She doesn't really care about the issue. She just cares about the relevance. And so she can't even do basic fact-checking about images in her graphics.
No, but has she ever had a job? That's what I'd like to know. Like, what does she do in her spare time when she's not out being a serial pest, a serial goblin? Does she work, or does she just, hops on boats, waves a flag around, wears a keffiyeh? I mean, she's absolutely pathetic. But this was a serious blunder. And, she's fresh from her flotilla flop #2, which was another disaster. I'm sure there'll be a third flotilla attempt at some point where she'll claim that she's been detained and, that she's been abused and she was forced to kiss the Israeli flag or whatever the hell. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up when it comes to Greta. Seriously, but honestly, this was actually a real blunder. In fact, the sister of that Israeli hostage also wrote a comment underneath that post to say you should do your research before you post these things that you don't understand. And that would be terribly, or just awful for a family member to see that vision come up again, but especially by somebody like Greta Thunberg.
Kissing the Israeli, did she say that they made her do that?
So basically there was a Swedish activist who was also deported as well, and they came out claiming that she was forced to kiss the Israeli flag and that she was also beaten up by the IDF, which, I mean, it's just, it just is so nonsensical. It is a load of nonsense. I mean, you would have seen as she got released 2 days ago, she looked bright as a button. She had certainly not been physically harmed, but that's the kind of nonsense that they're peddling.
God, a kiss from Greta Thunberg, I wouldn't even wish that on the Chinese flag.
I wouldn't wish it on my doppelganger, to be honest.
Yeah, good point.